Stop being nice at the expense of being real. It's damaging for your nervous system. So you think you're being a good person. Yeah? You're smiling when you're irritated. Yeah? You agree with all the disagree. You agree when you disagree. Yeah? You say it's fine, it's okay, when it isn't.
When it isn't.
When it is not fine. Your body and the nervous system within that body knows the truth.
The truth.
Listen to that. Every time you suppress what you really feel, your nervous system registers a threat. Yeah? Not from others, but from yourself, from your nervous system. And what is happening? Because your biology is built for coherence. Yeah? Coherence. What you think, what you feel, what you say, and what you do must be coherent. Yeah? You're not saying I don't drink alcohol and you drink. You're not saying I don't smoke and you smoke. You do what you feel, what you think. Yeah?
Coherence.
When those don't match, yeah, your system goes into subtle stress. Yeah, a little bit more stress because there is a cognitive dissonance. Yeah, that guy said this, done this, different stages. And the nervous system says, I don't understand the guy. Yeah, your brain detects it as social danger. Yeah, a social danger, and social dangers activates the same survival circuits, yeah, the circuits of physical danger in your body. Yet you don't feel them at the peace. You don't see them in the first beginning, but they are subtle in your nervous system. That means if you're staying in front of a cliff and you need to jump down 100 meters, you have the flight and fight mode respond within your nervous system. The same happens when you are lying
to yourself.
Subtle changes in the nervous system appears, and the nervous system says, this guy, there is something wrong. I need to switch on the flight and fight mode because maybe there is a jump required in a couple of minutes. The amygdala becomes more alert when you're not grounded. Cortisol rises up, yeah. Noradrenaline pushes up within your body, yeah. The muscles tightens, yeah, especially around the diaphragm. That's why you have a different voice when you're stressed. When you're not true to yourself, your voice is changing because the diaphragm is squeezed and you cannot breathe properly, yeah. The same with psoas. I made a movie about it. The psoas here, the trauma muscle is squeezed, ready for flight and fight. You can sit and you may look calm, yeah, but internally you're bracing. Chronic niceness becomes chronic sympathetic activation. Once again, chronic niceness to other people becomes chronic sympathetic activation. What happens over time? This leads to anxiety, resentment, fatigue, even low-grade inflammation. Yeah? Not because you're weak, but because you are divided. Look at the work environment where you are present, or at the school. What you're gonna see is people constantly coughing, having nausea, having inflammation within their body, and they say, I eat clean, I do not drink, I have all the time the same issue within my body. And this is the signal that this person is not real, that this person is not aligned, and the nervous system is constantly in fight and flight mode. And what that do to the body? The body is not resting. The body is not healing even at night, because it is constantly put in a fake non-alignment state. Real regulation doesn't come from pleasuring others, yeah? It comes from alignment. from alignment, and which starts from the nervous system, which subconsciously understands that you are fake or not.
Fake or not?
Saying no when you mean
No.
and saying yes when you mean
Yes.
Expressing discomfort early instead of exploding later. Letting your voice match your internal state. This is true alignment. When you act in alignment, the vagus nerve here stabilizes. Breathing deeper. The voice changes. Your eyes are totally different. The body feels safe. Because there is no flight and fight response within the nervous system. Because there is no inner conflict. Because there is no
inner conflict.
Being real is not aggression. It is not aggression. It's the nervous system integrity. And when you show integrity, everyone else will notice your alignment. So stop abandoning yourself to avoid discomfort, to pleasure others. Short-term awkwardness is healthier than long-term self-betrayal. Your body always pays for the lies your mouth tells. Once again, your body always pays for the lies
your mouth tells.
Choose regulation, choose alignment, and choose real. And this was Habit Code. And by this means, I encourage you to create a habit of being true to yourself, and within true alignment, be true to others. Heart, mouth, nervous system. Coherent with no distortion creates truth. All the best. Jesus King. Amen.